Good morning, the honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, and my respected opponents team. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world where critical materials like oil and gas are being used as weapons. Powerful countries use their energy to bully smaller countries, and poor countries are being left behind in the dark. Every country keeps fighting for control, and this is stopping us from saving the planet. And that's what we are going to talk about today. The motion of today's debate is this House prefers a world where critical resources are governed by the International Material Agency. Before I deliver my arguments, I will define the motion and set the limitation first. So I will define 3 points from this motion. First, critical resources. We define it as unrenewable materials that are essential for modern economy but only exist in a few places, like oil and natural gas. Second, govern. We define it as setting international laws for fair pricing and ensuring transparent trade so that resources can be used to colonize other countries economically. And third, for International Material Agency, we define it as a global mediator that ensures resources are used for the planet's future, not for military power. And we already set the limitation, so we only talk about unrenewable resources such as oil and natural gas, and by governed, we mean it as internationally coordinated regulation and how the supply chain of the resources itself. I'm Jane AMADEA Putrajaya, and I'm here as the first speaker from the affirmative team that will deliver the arguments from modern colonization point of view and green transition point of view. Next, my second speaker will rebut the opponent's team argument and deliver the argument from the economic stability point of view. And lastly, my third speaker will rebut all of the opponent's team arguments and summarize all of our team's arguments. So, my first point, I will deliver my argument from modern colonization point of view. Ladies and gentlemen, by managing critical resources supply and distribution, International Material Agency stops powerful countries from using resources as a weapon to control smaller nations. Right now, if a powerful country has a lot of oil or gas, they have the power. If a smaller country does something that they don't like, the powerful country can just cut off the gas supply or whatever unrenewable resources that they need. Smaller countries can't do anything about that if powerful countries do that to them. So they are basically forced to obey the powerful countries. They lose their freedom and sovereignty. This is what we call modern colonization. Research from Journal of Conflict Resolution shows that countries that need a lot of gas for their economy are 40% more likely to follow the foreign policy of their energy supplier. This is what modern colonization looks like. They don't invade the land, but they can control another countries from afar. So, if critical resources are managed by one single international material agency, it will prevent modern colonization. And that's my first argument of why we, as the affirmative team, strongly support this motion. Move to my second point. I will deliver my argument from green transition point of view. International Material Agency is the only mechanism that can ensure global transition to green energy is stable and fair. If a country stops using gas but they don't have any solar panels, their economy collapses. International Material Agency removes this fear by providing a regulated supply of unrenewable resources during the transition period. Because of that, countries will feel brave enough to take the risk of investing in green tech. Data from the World Bank shows that during energy price spikes like in 2022, investment in renewable energy in developing nations dropped because they had to spend double in fuel imports. International Material Agency prevents this by keeping the supply chain steady. So, International Material Agency helps accelerating green transition, and that's my second argument of why we, the affirmative team, strongly support this motion. That's all. Thank you.